Today on TQA Weekly, the first episode of 2013, I explain why we are now all wirelessly, not wiredly, connected to all our devices. This is TQA Weekly. I'm your host, Steve Smith, aka Zed Axis, and yes, you may call me that. And if you ever have any questions, comments, suggestions, and/or stories, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Of course, my website is tqaweekly.com, and the show notes will be at tqaweekly.com/SE3EP15. Today's episode is one of those previews, one of those explains a bit about something. And let's get to the point. Before 1994, we were using cables such as the RS-232 cable, COM ports, LPT ports, a bunch of crazy cables. Cell phones did not have any other wireless ability except for being able to make a phone call without having a phone line tethered to it. And syncing was a pain in the butt. So, something had to give around this point. And to give you an idea, for all those who are young that were probably not born or born a little before or after this, game consoles were wired. You had to listen to your music using wired earpieces. I know some of you are using wireless headsets to listen to your music now. A lot of the stuff that we're used to doing, like having wireless speakers, did not exist yet in any form whatsoever that was reliable. So something had to give. So a bunch of things had to give before we got anywhere near to what's today. So being able to broadcast in certain spectrums without a license had to come to an existence, and one of these spectrums is the 2400 to 2480 megahertz band, or the 2.4 gigahertz RF band. What works in this? Well, Bluetooth does. Put out in 1994 by Ericsson, not Sony Ericsson, Ericsson. They're two distinct companies. This gave us enough of a push towards being able to sync our devices wirelessly more easily and being able to have more devices on us that did not require cables to work together. Bluetooth uses a piconet that functions in that 2400 to 2480 megahertz band, and it uses a master-slave scenario that restricts it to 8 devices, 1 master, and up to 7 slaves. So, what are devices that use Bluetooth? Well, for one, your cell phone, maybe your computer if you have a laptop, or you actually purchased or got with your computer a Bluetooth receiver, your earpiece, your MP3 player, most tablets. Heck, some sound systems are wireless as well using the Bluetooth standard. If you have a PS3, it functions using Bluetooth as well. So, if you ever wondered why certain devices only had 7 slots that you can populate to have other devices connected, this is how Bluetooth works in its piconet, or personal area network. In order to connect, they all use the master's clock as a reference to being able to sync and stay securely all together without issues. So what can you do with Bluetooth? Well, this is only a preview, so I'm going to give you a very short list. Bluetooth allows you to sync the conversation between your Bluetooth earpiece and your cell phone. It allows you to play music on wireless speakers, play video games without having cables, so you can sit anywhere as close or as far as you want. You can send SMSs on your cell phone using your computer, playing the music from your cell phone on your computer, and even use it for other cool stuff like I'm going to show you next week, which is proximity detection, which allows you to have your computer know that you're sitting in front of it by having your Bluetooth of your cell phone connected to your computer. Some of the most common information you need to know about Bluetooth is that there are several standards roaming around. You got the Bluetooth 2.1 plus EDR, So enhanced data rate, you have the 3.0 plus HS and 4.0. Most of us probably have lying around a Bluetooth 2.1 plus EDR. One of these $15 USB keys that operates from 5 to 30 feet away, which is important for the proximity detection we're going to talk about next week. And provided that you don't have too much line of sight obstructions or signal degradation caused by distance or interference, normally operates without any issue whatsoever. Most of your problems will always occur on your computer, and this has to do with the Widcom Bluetooth driver. So, on the most part, if your Bluetooth receiver is visible, line of sight, and you plug it in and it doesn't work in your computer, go to Broadcom, BROADCOM.com/support and get the latest Widcom driver to update Windows that your Bluetooth receiver may work correctly. Don't forget to restart your computer to make sure that the driver refreshes for Bluetooth so that you know it works or it doesn't whatsoever. Next week, so after you've tweaked your drivers, for those interested, next week I'll be showing you how to use your cell phone or any other device that you have that you can actually turn on and off the stuff inside. I'm going to be showing you how to use proximity detection in order to close your computer, as in lock it down. It won't completely close, but it will lock up the screen so that if ever you move away and you don't want anybody else to use your computer, they can't once you're past 30 feet. The computer will actually log off and lock the screen. Nobody will be able to use it. So this works perfectly in super large cafes, in offices, and even in larger homes. Won't work inside a 3.5 apartment, but hey, if you got a fairly large home or fairly large apartment or in your office and you don't want anybody messing with your stuff, this will be a very cool thing for you to use. And this will work whether it's an MP3 player with Bluetooth, a cell phone, or any other type of similar device. Remember to like this episode if you're interested in today's topic, share it if you think someone else could benefit from this, and subscribe if you wish to learn more. For the show notes of this episode and others, more information on other ways to subscribe to our show, and to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, and how to participate by submitting your questions, comments, suggestions, and or stories, head over to tqaweekly.com, which is now in HTML5, so the subscribe button is in the top right. It's the big yellow button. Thank you for listening, and have a great day. Stay safe and online. Bye-bye.